Good luck, have fun. In the top right we do have SHIN. And the bottom left it is Inex. And we are actually on Post-Youth, a very interesting map here. Start things off. Let's see what they can do here. I guess what Inex can do. Inex is one of the higher GM players from South America. And he's one of those talented guys that kind of can do everything and sometimes really surprise. And for now, very standard opening here on this very non-standard map. There's no super early gold here for SHIN, which we've seen from other players last week, for example. And Inex is also not going for a command center first, is playing the standard barracks expand here. With a Reaper to his side. There we go, SHIN is pushing out. He's actually going for a third base on the blue minerals and not gonna go for the gold again here, as I said. Is he though? Maybe he's only scouting a little bit. Is this a hit? No, this is just a scout. Okay. Like, SHIN is kind of crazy. A little bit like Dark. Probably... I think Dark is more crazy. But it feels like Dark's craziness has more method to it. Where SHIN's is like just crazy sometimes. Okay, this can be a 3cc build here from Inex, we're gonna see. Maybe has something special prepared, a 2-base push or something. Gonna go in with a Reaper, trying to snipe a drone here. He's not gonna find the kill though. Lynx are in position here, nibbling at that Reaper, and he's just gonna confirm, hey, you have everything, you are everywhere, and I'm gonna go out again. He hasn't seen this base yet, but he's gonna rotate to the bottom here and find that last hatchery. He's gonna tag it with the Reaper to show, hey, I know you have it. And there you go. I'm gonna see this queen. The queen actually gonna pull back the Reaper in time. Good job. Not gonna lose the Reaper for nothing. And interesting spot for a third base. This is very hidden. In a way, actually, if you think about this, this map, you can really do some of those BC strategies, I feel like. Getting that... Oh! Man, SHIN was angry there. Getting that creep tuber sniped. SHIN was angry. He was hitting his own hatchery, man. When you know when the queen has to kind of rage onto something. To shoot a freaking dart at this building. Which she usually loves and puts the slime on for extra eggs and stuff. The 2 barracks opening here. There's a 2-1-1. The Overlord is gonna get a peek of this, and yeah, SHIN does, Inex does see the Overlord, but he's not gonna do anything about it. He only makes 2 Aliens here, and is gonna try and poke a little bit to see if he can maybe snipe a creep chimmer, but that was no. A little bit unfortunate on the timing there, not to snipe. Maybe can get lucky on the left side. Kill it with a grenade, pretty cool stuff. That CC is done, and we do see the starport coming up here to go along with the 16 Marines to drop them out. Reaper's gonna go inside, he's gonna see if he can find anything that would indicate attack here. Oh, I think there was a little bit of a mistake there with a grenade. He does see the lair timing, he does find that evolution chamber, but I think he did miss the roach warren, which is a little bit of a... I mean, he sees there's no link speed, so he knows, yeah, you're gonna do roaches. It should be fine. He should have all the information he needs. And 4th base already here. Very fast before his extra production. So he's gonna play a 2-base opening, oh sorry, a 2-1-1 opening here on 3 bases, and then immediately going into a 4th base, transitioning into extra production after his 4th. So super fast expansion patterns here. Let's see if we can bring it in the macro game here to our Zerg player. Maybe you can deny this base. There's only a few roaches and a few lings. The Hellions need to be behind those Marines though. The Marines can actually tank some of the damage for those. And yeah, he's gonna overwhelm this force down here. He's gonna kill another roach. Now he's gonna go for the queens. He's gonna get another roach though. Gets a queen. Can he snowball this? Hey! Has Inex just found the proper angle and time? No, just enough Zerg forces here to overwhelm. A little bit unfortunate. It was pretty good trading though, you have to say. I mean, he loses 6 Marines and 2 Hellions for 9 roaches, 10 roaches and 2 queens. That's a lot. A lot of damage. As you can see also, resources loss is pretty solid here. But SHIN is not gonna have any of it. He's just gonna try and push forward now. There's 1 tank, but there's enough Ravager to one-shot that one. And he's gonna spread out the rest of the biles through the army here. Sniping actually a medivac with a bile. That's a terrible, terrible damage here. And now we have to say, was this too greedy? 4 bases and trading out so many units? He looked like he could overwhelm there for a second, but now he's trying to create a wall of mules, but the tank is gonna fall here and GG is gonna be called. SHIN is gonna take the first game. Inex being too greedy there. He dealt a lot of damage with that first drop, but then the counter attack really got him. And that was because he was simply didn't have any units anymore. He traded out 6 of his Marines. He did transition into this extra barracks super late. He didn't have any bunker set up. He was playing super greedy. Alright, we are in game number 2 here, ladies and gentlemen. In the top left it is SHIN, and the bottom right we do have Inex. And Inex is moving out with a SCV very fast. Yeah. One proxy barracks and the second one on the way here. There's gonna be Reaper, there's gonna be Marine. We'll see if the gas is being thrown down here in a second. Okay. No gas. This will be Marine. Wow. Okay. So no 3 racks, it's gonna be 2 racks marine. And a bay... What? Gonna make it. No, he's not gonna make a CC behind this. You see though, he's gonna send out a scouting SCV now. Gonna make another depot. And this scouting SCV is gonna build a bunker. There we go, 3 bunkers set up to block off this. Basically everything here, and a ton of drones. Basically most of the drones have been pulled here. He's gonna kill the first bunker, and he's gonna remake an engineering bay to block off this entrance here. He needs to pull back this SCV, start another engineering bay. Oh my god, that was a little bit, one of the Marines was there a little bit slow. That's a pretty cool idea here, actually canceling those bunkers and making engineering base behind this. He's gonna get up the first bunker, now he can fill it up with Marines. He could chase his overlord, he decides to go against it, and he's gonna start an attack. The hatchery to put on pressure here is making more and more Marines. And what is happening at home? We're building a refinery right now. Still lacking an extra depot to close off the wall. So he's been investing a ton of money in this wall here at the front. And yeah, we do have 3 SCVs now with 3 bunkers. And that's a pretty solid setup. We do see 3 spines. Oh my god, everything's in 3s now. And yeah, this is gonna be the way that SHIN would like to break this position. But this might just be a little bit too slow, to be honest. And Inex is trying to gun for those spines here, trying to get extra damage on those. Gonna try to shoot those spines, but yeah, he's definitely gonna kill that hatchery. Pretty good kill, if you ask me. Now he sees 2 are buried right now. This would be a chance to jump out and hit that one spine crawler here in the top. And kill one more drone. And he's just gonna keep on repairing. So what's the plan behind this? We do see the factory. It's not gonna be proxied. So he's gonna micro in between the hits. Try and get these killed off. So he's gonna abandon the position now. Not gonna sell those bunkers. He should definitely sell the upper one. There we go. And he's trying to kill this overlord here on his way out with the barracks. Now he's just gonna move back. So interesting situation we have now here. Does this not fit? Oh, it fits. Okay. Second, I thought this tumor would be in the way here. So we still do have creep, we do have not too many drones, we do have not too many production facilities, we have 5 slowlings, which can't do anything, we have a green trend. I don't think you want to transfuse, you probably want to try to spread more creep with that energy, get more active tumors. I think having like 4 tumors here right now can probably at least get the creep out pretty fast, and you still have those spines, right? They're not gonna go anywhere. Maybe he's afraid of another swing of attack, but he saw the barracks was lifted, so yeah, Inex he's just sitting at home. Oh my god, he's making a freaking fusion core. So we're going into battle cruisers now, maybe, or ranged liberators. It seems like he's not making the add-on for the starport. Oh, actually we do see the transfer here. For a second I thought barracks would land there. And the battle cruiser is on the way. As you can see, the gas was timed up perfect there. Really tight build. SHIN is still trying to catch up, kind of. He has those 3 spines in a little bit of a funny position there. And one Ling is scouting. Hey, wait. Your second base is not that big yet. I can probably do things here, can't I? I don't know, man. So there's gonna be 4 queens and 2 more on the way, and there's gonna be a battlecruiser. So he should have enough queens to push back the battlecruiser. There's no Yamato. There's no upgrades for the BC itself. He waits a little bit here to start working on this one. So his optimal world, he can trade some energy from the queens, or maybe even kill a queen. That would be the dream scenario here, but there's still those spines and enough links to push this back. He's pulling away the queens currently, so now he's going into the natural and immediately queuing onto those drones here with the BC. He's just standing here, he needs to be careful, he's taking a lot of damage. He teleported in, if he loses this one... Ooh. I mean, he kills 4 drones. I think he could have probably done more there. Yeah, this BC is kind of a little bit forfeit right now. He can't really do anything. He's actually getting attacked again. He needs to be careful. He's microing this drop right now. BC is flying back though. He's still alive. But he needs to go back home. He only killed what? Oh my god. He only killed 4 drones and a couple creep trimmers. Not too much. And he stops after 1 BC. I just hope he gets it repaired. I mean, it's like try to trick your opponent, get a big reaction out of him, but... I mean, there's 1 spore, he sees... Oh, there's a 2nd spore. 3 spores, okay, but spores are good against drops anyways, right? And he has a ton of queens. Queens are good against anything as well. So yeah, I don't hate this position for SHIN. I think this battlecruiser follow-up really fell flat. Very good defense. And the starport has been only making kind of add-ons, a couple medivacs now, finally to go with this push. We do have Stim, Combat Shield is on the way. Should probably be, probably before the fight. I hope he doesn't fight before he has it. It's gonna be very, very tight. Link's trying to go for a counterattack. Creep is looking actually decent for what it was in the early game. Now pulling back the Lynx here. He's been just setting up another base, your 4th base. And this battlecruiser anchored, siege tank anchored push is knocking on his door. But as we can see, engage, the fight is gonna happen before the combat shields are gonna be there. Stimming these 35 HP on all of those guys, pretty low. He's gonna teleport back the battlecruiser. There was a good tank there. And he's actually going to the back line here, trying to defend from... Oh my god, so many banelings! Where did those come from? And Inex thinks the same, is gonna run away here. He's gonna keep that battlecruiser alive with 2 magical HP. It's basically like it's rattling, it's burning everywhere, everything's falling apart in this battlecruiser right now. And they have like this 1 tiny AA battery powering the whole thing. And it's like almost out of juice, but it's just enough to get it back home and get it fixed up with an SCV. There we go. Hydra then on the way. So Linkbane Hydra is gonna be the name of the game here. The other side, I love it. Utilizing that fusion core is gonna go for some Liberator range. We do see the first couple lips on the way here. But they're already out. They're already gonna set up without the range. It's a little bit unfortunate if you ask me. A little bit mistiming, I guess. And honestly, I wouldn't mind getting the Medivac upgrade. He's playing very light on Medivacs. As you can see, we only have 1 currently. And having extra energy on those low numbers of Medivacs is pretty insane. It's really, really strong. The healing at once capacity is not that big, of course, if you still go on low numbers, but you won't really run out of energy anymore. They regen so fast, it's really crazy. And there we go. Setting up before range is done. It's gonna reveal the Liberators now. It's gonna kill some drones. It's pretty good damage, I'd say. 9 is a lot. 10, there we go. He's gonna bring in and drop at the same time. And those lips need to be careful. Now they have their ballistics here. Marines only trading against links, and that lib is not setting up with ballistics. And this one also, oh my god. That's a terrible liberator, put it back, okay. At least we're gonna get pulled back here. Gonna push into a more advantageous positioning, there we go. Drop's gonna fly out here, made it out safely. This liberator's, oh, gonna go across the spore here, gonna set up from behind. And he's gonna reveal the ballistics now. I mean, he could already see it with the blue shots, but he's like, yeah, man. What do you think? Okay, this liberator needs to move. It's not perfectly positioned, and it falls down. A little bit unfortunate. He's gonna try to hit it with the queens, but the queens can't reach it, so they're just dying there right now. Oh my god, this is a slugfest. This liberator is the hero. He's moving everything into the zone here. Another queen is falling and floating to the surface here. Killing more and more drones. Oh my god, that liberator has 20 kills. No. Now it stops at 18. I can't believe it. Crazy lib. Has this one SCV in a very interesting position. I wonder where you are going, as I thought. Into the natural here, killing more drones. This base is practically denied. And the big push, it's still standing on creep. There's one creep tumor still kind of making this position advantageous here for a Zerg player. Some really very nice moves from Inex to try and dodge those Banes, but in the end, the surround was too good. And a full cleanup is taking place here. Oh, that liberator actually moved out of position. He's trying to... He's greedy now. So he loses the battlecruiser, I think. Actually confirm that, yeah, he lost the battlecruiser. Now he's gonna lose the liberator. No, move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Move it. I mean, he kills a Hydra in the end. But that was one of the best liberators I've seen in a long time against a top pro Zerg player. Definitely some mistakes being made there by SHIN. Moving so many units into that circle of doom. And I mean, he still needs Hive. He's lacking Hive. He's lacking tech, basically, to deal with stuff like that. And I feel like Inex, he saw there's only a lair. At this point, you kind of need to start to connect the dots. You know, there's no Spire. There's only a lair. There's no Vipers yet. Then why not make a couple more Liberators, send them around again, and push everything off those mineral lines here. It's gonna get one of these sensor towers, a little bit out of position. It's gonna be immediately replaced here. Double drop, try to clear some of the creep, but it's gonna be pushed back immediately, and SHIN has stabilized. Even though we had that crazy sequence where some of the harassment was going so well, the army trade was just too good for our Zerg player. And now Inex is just sitting back at home, is just trying to move out with small forces to harass. It's just building up his stuff here. Going into the ghost transition, is going into more CCs. As you can see, everything's coming up here. 5th CC, 6, 7, number 8 as well. And yeah, he's trying to play the long game now. But I feel like there is gonna be that window where a long window where he will just be inferior execution-wise and army movement rotation-wise to SHIN. That's something that SHIN really excels at. The later stage of the game, especially army rotations, how to set up engagements, is some of his most basic but powerful strengths. Let's see the spy on the way now. It's being placed in the main base, where most of the tech is located, if you're looking at it that way. There we go, a couple of liberators coming in now, but already the Hive is done, and parking over a spore is also not the greatest position. And as you can see, Vipers are here now. So those are just fodder. It's like, there was like handcuffs or something. And SHIN just doesn't want to lose this. He's like, alright, you want to play the long game against me? I'm gonna get my 3-3 upgrades. I'm gonna get my overload speed. I'm gonna get all of my tech. I'm gonna get half of the map or more. I've been mining faster than you anyway, so I'm gonna get more of the map than half. And I'm gonna make it your problem to kill me. That being said, he's still doing stuff like this, denying the base over here on the top right. Or Inex. And Inex is gonna find this now with his Medivacs, this all army hotkey. Actually proving to be a, well, scouting tool for him at this stage. Getting some valuable information. You see a lot of command centers being set up here. And this, yeah, I was wondering how many of those are gonna be orbitals and planetaries. This could be a planetary position. Finally dropping at this space here. Oh, he's not gonna snipe the drone. Only gets a cancel there. I have a ghost. I'm pretty sure we should have a nuke, but actually it's not there. There was just a ghost running around, showing like, hey, I have ghosts now. You better watch. Would love to see some nuke harassment. Don't mind that. Spire is gonna go into become a greater Spire here. Engineering bay walls here, clutch walls to try and save this base. Can he make it happen though? Some beautiful blinding clouds, a lot of units stacked down here, and oh my god, those Banes are just gonna blow up the base. But in the end it was a costly trade here for SHIN, but he has money for days. To be fair, so does Inex, but let's see if he can make something happen now, trying to counter push here. We do have 100 links on the way though. If they suddenly flood those units, he's not gonna do anything with them. At least he's gonna cancel this base. That's a win. But you don't want to lose this army next. It's too many ghosts. You don't want to lose them. And he loses all of them. A little bit of a sloppy mistake there. Still has enough command centers to replace. He does have these orbitals over here. Some unliftables as well. There's creep over here, man. And yeah, at this point, I think you kind of want to start thinking about, like, yeah, taking this base. You know what you can do if you see like a sensor turret like this? You can just make a hatchery here and just mine out the gas to be super sly. By the way, he should start transform more from these workers here to these bases that are more forward. This is pretty much transferred off, I guess, which is good. I mean, he is doing the thing, so it's okay. We're seeing another push here into the left side this time of the Terran. Ton of Banes, one of his specialities here. And they're gonna run through a lot of marine fire now. He needs to be careful here not to lose too many of those. Again, a costly trade. But it doesn't really matter too much to Ragnarok. He has just more of the map. I mean, both players are sitting at a ton of money, don't get me wrong. But it feels like Ragnarok can just do this for days. And days. And maybe weeks. It's gonna go into Corruptors now. This could be a Broodlord transition coming up. We just have a plain command center sitting here to maybe float over whenever this gets blown up again. Kind of funny. So he scans the Greater Spire. That's actually a good timing to scan that Spire. Even though he hasn't seen any Broodlords yet. He knows now, oh wait, that's something I need to consider. But Ragnarok is not going to give him time to think. Just going to blow up another base, going to free up some supply, and now he can morph those Broodlords. He's going into some Infestors. But we do see actually that supply from Inex also being used to get some Thors out. Ghosts are already pretty good fighting those, but Thor goes definitely way better. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned is Inex never really stopped to make those upgrades in the armory. We only see +1 damage for those Thors, and that's not really scary. I mean, the Broodlords also only have +1 attack. But I feel like... I mean, the Brootlings are gonna have 3-3. So they're gonna do extra damage to those doors. A Liberator gonna get pushed or grabbed here. Oh, that CC, I think it died. Man. I think it died. No, it didn't. Oh, it did. You see some Thors here trying to push back these Brootlords now. Oh, Ghost. He's scaring him. That's good at least. This base is finished up. I'd love to see some of these drones being transferred there at this point, where you keep the Terran busy. Oh, what a big fungal here. He's even gonna roll in some of the Banes here to try and blow up some of those bio units. But now, oh, these snipes are getting through, and transfuses are keeping those Brootlords alive. That's some big transfuse plays there. Inex playing a beautiful game, you have to hand it to him. He's really holding his own here against Ragnarok, but we are about to run out of time for our Terran player. As we can see, all of the bases are starting to run dry, and this money excess he once had is now gone. He's still maxed, he still has a fight in him, but this is gonna be ugly in a moment here. Once he starts to run out of minerals, he starts to run out of income, he starts to run out of trading potential. I'm gonna try and move in, just move all of your units up a ramp against Banelings and Fungal. Is that really the way you want to go out of this game? Inex, I think that was a little bit of a mistake. And this will cost you the game. GG.